The first challenge that we're faced with as an institution is that we're going into a new terrain, a terrain with a plethora of risks that we didn't know about, we're going to be confronting for the first time. That means our risk framework is changing. Secondly, we don't have sufficient skills to deal with the challenges that we're going to be faced with. And some of that has already been proven in some of the challenges you've been reading in the media about our investments in the rest of the continent. Thirdly, given the differential in markets and the amount of capital that we're putting into the rest of the economy, we're likely to have price-raising effects of investment in the rest of the investments in the rest of the continent. And that means we need to be very careful at the rate at which we actually deploy that capital into the rest of the continent. If you take all the money that we've allocated for the continent and dump it on the continent overnight, that will almost double the private equity market in the rest of the continent. As we enter the rest of the African economy, is to enter with the long-term aim of improving and deepening the financial markets in those countries. Because somewhere in the future, we will have to exit some of the investments that we're doing today. And the best way of exiting is listing. But if there are no listing opportunities, that means we have to look at suboptimal ways of exiting. So that is another challenge that we have to look at. What this means is that we cannot go it alone. We need partners. However, in thinking about these partners, we are looking at honest partners. We're looking at partners that are going to understand the philosophy of the PIC and the GPF, embrace it, and use it in their doing of business on a day-to-day basis. If you're a partner that is looking at short-term gain, then you're not a partner for the PIC. We've seen this happening in a number of countries where large investors enter an economy, provide capital, and insist they cannot be regulated because they provided more capital than the government was expecting.